Hello, in this video I'm gonna show the meaning of my tattoo. Some of you may know what it says, but not what it means. So for the ones who don't know what it says discipline. It's in Japanese and we also have the Japanese culture, so I'm gonna explain why it is in Japanese. Okay, first it is in Japanese because I consider Japanese culture a very disciplined culture, and also a very persistent culture. I have the tattoo because my parent showed me from when he was little that everything could be done with discipline, and so when I'm in a hard moment, I can see my tattoo and remember that everything can be done with discipline. That's the main reason why I have my tattoo. It's something that is very meaningful to me, and that's why I did it.
In the Japanese culture, people greet in a very unusual way. They greet by making a bow, and depending on the type of bow they make, it represents if the situation is formal or informal. Also, it is important to know that men and women bow differently. Men usually keep their hands at the sides and women put their hands together in their thighs.
There are three main types of bow. The first type of bow represents an informal situation, where things are just casual, like for example meeting a stranger, and it consists on making a bow of 15 degrees or a small knot with the head. The second type of bow represents an intermediate situation, where it isn't too formal or too casual. This greeting consists on making a bow of 30 degrees, showing more respect than in the previous one, and is the correct way of greeting a person you know, like for example a friend. Finally, the third type of bow represents the maximum respect. This greeting consists in bowing 45 degrees, and it is the deepest bow of all three. It is used only in very formal situations, where you have to greet a superior person like your boss or a high-ranked person.
When you visit someone else's house, you usually bring something that is not too expensive. For example, it can be something to eat, as a gift of sign of politeness. You also said Sumarani mono de suga, which means I brought this little something. When you enter to a Japanese house, you will notice that every house has a hallway named Genkan, where everyone is supposed to leave his or her shoes before entering to the house, and this is also considered very polite.
As a tourist, you don't need to worry too much about how to dress or behave when visiting a temple, as Japanese people believe that they should forgive you because you don't know their culture. But still, if you want to learn even more, you can ask them how to dress and about their numerous rituals. They will surely give you some advice.
In Japan, they usually give you a hot towel to clean your hands before eating at a restaurant. They usually say itakimasu, which means bon appetit. In Japan, they usually use chopsticks, but if you are not used to it with these sticks, it is okay to ask for a fork, spoon, or knife. Remember, you should never point at someone with chopsticks. You should only put food on them. You should never pass something from one pair to another. And the most important thing, never stick them into a bowl of rice because that is a funeral ritual. It is okay to slurp loudly when eating noodles because they say it improves the flavor. Finally, never forget to say Goshi sama eshita after eating. It is considered polite.
Japanese people consider drinking with co-workers or friends almost as a ritual, and the best part is that they forgive and forget everything at the other day. It is polite to pour other people's drink and hold your own glass while your friends fill it. Also, toast is named kanpai.
When taking a bath, you can go and visit one of Japan's numerous hot water springs. You can also take a bath in a private bathroom, but remember you should always wash yourself outside before taking a shower. If you are feeling too lonely in your private bathroom, you can try Sento, which are public bathhouses that are cheap and they are separated by sex.
It is very common to receive free packs of tissues in the streets. Before, eating on the street was considered very impolite, but nowadays it is becoming more common. Finally, another weird thing which is common in Japan are drunk young people peeing and spitting in the street. At work, men cannot look their superior in the eyes. They don't touch each other either.